Hello, my name is Liene and welcome back to my channel and welcome to June wrap-up. I haven't filmed a video in a while, so June was, I don't know what was June. It was here and now it's gone, and what happened, I don't know. But it's time for the June wrap-up. The books I read in June, I didn't read that much. I read 4 books. I have like only one to show you physically, and then I read 3 books on my Kindle. So yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts about the books I read, but let's just quickly go through them and see what I can remember. So first book I read was He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not by Iris Morland, and this one I read for Buzzword Reading Challenge, where the buzzword theme was repeating words. So we have he, loves, and me repeating in this title. I feel like the book is very forgettable because I like don't remember anything about it. Just that it is about a woman who gets drunk in Vegas and marries a dude, and then they have a marriage of convenience, kinda. They don't divorce, they stay married and pretend they are married for something. I feel like he had a rich grandfather and he didn't want to divorce because the grandfather could not give his sister the inheritance she's about to get at 18 or something. Don't count on me because this is like a really blurry thing in my head, this book. Yeah, and for the woman, I don't remember what was the reason she... Or maybe that she had a boyfriend who like dumped her, or fiance who cheated on her or something like that, and she wanted kind of to get back at him, like to show that she's like now married and things are going for her. I don't remember, but yeah, they stay married, and of course it is a romance between them. There are things happening and misunderstandings and conflicts and stuff, but yeah, I don't really remember much about it, so I feel like it is quite forgettable, at least for me. When I read it, I didn't hate it, but I feel like there was something that I didn't like, but I can't remember what. That there was some little thing that bothered me, or was it about something else? Who knows? But yeah, I didn't hate it, but yeah, I don't remember much at all. The next thing I read was the 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is the first book of the Broken Earth trilogy. As you can see, I have my Latvian edition. This one is an interesting book. I don't know how to explain it, but it was a bit hard at the beginning to get into it. I didn't connect right away with the story and the writing, but the more I read, the more I got into it and I found it more interesting because the world is really interesting. So we have this world, and there once in a while there are these seasons happening, the fifth seasons, and those are kind of big catastrophes that affect the world, the continent, the planet. I don't know if the whole planet, because yeah, but it affects that, and there is like people have to survive through them, and throughout the years they have been quite a lot, and they all are different and last for different amounts of time, and like kind of calm periods between the seasons are different, like length. There's not, you never know when it's gonna happen. And then there are these people who have a power, and they can feel the earth, and they can, from my understanding, they can use the power of the earth, but they are feared and they are controlled and killed because they are considered dangerous. So we have 3 perspectives, and I was really confused from the beginning. I didn't understand, are the perspectives set in the same timeline or different timelines? It felt like not all of them are set in the same timeline, kinda, not at the same time. And of course you figure out what is happening and how the perspectives are connected. So yeah, it was really interesting. I really found interesting that people, the kind of magic, not really, I don't know if I can call it magic, but I found it really interesting and a bit sad how the people who have that power are treated and what happens to them. But this is just the first book of the trilogy, and I am interested in seeing what's gonna happen next. I've heard a lot of good things about the series, but I've heard that the first one usually are people's favorite one. Eventually I will get through the whole trilogy because I did really enjoy this book. Next, another ebook, Cappuccinos, Cupcakes, and a Corpse by Harper Lynn. This is a kind of cozy mystery thing. We have a woman, I don't know the character names, don't ask me, but the main character, the woman, she has moved to her childhood town where she grew up, and her mother has recently died, and she takes over her mother's coffee shop that has been there for a few generations. So she comes back and she meets the people from her childhood, and one day when she goes home, she finds her neighbor dead, and it is her childhood best friend's father. And it starts kind of a thing where she wants to help to figure out what happened, who is to blame for his death, and was it an accident or was it like a murder. So we follow her at the coffee shop, and she reconnecting with her friend now when she's back in the town and trying to figure out what happened and coming across the clues and figuring things out. It was okay. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. It was an okay read. On the main character a bit, I don't know, these people who decide that they're gonna help the police to investigate, and more often they mess things up and intervene with the investigation and do something stupid. So I don't know how, yeah, I don't really like when adult people do that. I don't know, I don't feel it's believable, or maybe it's because I wouldn't do that. Maybe that's why I find it weird. So yeah. And then the last book I read was The Chase by Elle Kennedy. It is a romance book between a young woman and her brother's friend, a hockey player. Her brother is a hockey player, and her love interest is also. They have this kind of weird moment at the New Year's party, and because of the things the woman has done, she needs a place to live, and her brother gives her a place, a room in the house where the hockey players live. So they have a spare room, they need a roommate, and the woman starts living there. But of course there is this guy she has had a crush on for quite some time, I feel like, and because of the misunderstanding, on New Year's Eve they have like, I don't know, they're mad. She's mad at him and stuff. Yeah, so it is a romance between them. It was okay. I didn't particularly really enjoy the romance part of this book, like how they talked about each other. It felt like it was very overly sexual, like, I don't know. And I don't like this, oh, those big guys, that they are big, everything about them is big. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, this is it. These were the 4 books I read in June, the month that for some reason somewhere disappeared. I don't know what happened, but yeah, this is definitely my favorite read of the month. The rest are kind of on the same level, just okay romance or mystery kind of thingies. So yeah, that's it. Please let me know what was the last book you finished and did you enjoy it? And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you in the next one. Bye!